guys, how's it poppin'? I know, I'm a little, maybe a little late is not the words, but I am late to starting this. And I do apologize, but something important popped up as soon as I was about to hit start streaming and all. I was about to get ready, then something important popped up. I'm not ready to talk about it quite yet, but if anything major changes in my life, I'll let you guys know, obviously, because it will obviously affect streams. But as of right now, this is what we're doing, and we're gonna hopefully have a good time and have fun and not worry about anything else besides what's gonna happen in Emio. Anyway, let's get right into it. Okay, so from what I recall of the plot, we're following the sketch of this dude who went missing, and we've come to a car repair shop, let's call it, and they used to work with this guy who we're looking for. And that's basically what we're doing now, is talking to the owners. Yeah, so I basically stopped playing right last time, right as we were about to get into the meat of the conversation with these two. Yeah, because we have the manager and the manager's wife. Yeah, that sounds about right. And based off the music, this is kind of emotional vibes I'm getting. So talking about some stuff in the past that may or may not bring up some good or bad memories. So let's see. Oh snap. Well, let's see if we can pry it out of him. Obviously, I don't remember what options I picked last time. Okay, this might lead to something. Or not. Usually it helps if we just look at them. Yeah, he seems like a nice guy, like an honest dude. What about her? I kind of always said that, but yeah. What if we show the photo again? I'm sure we did that last time. No. For the heck of it, why don't we show this one? No. Okay, this guy's getting mad. We are running out of options here. We can take some tea to drink. Oh jeez, I left off last time on a bit of a puzzle, I guess. Okay, I think we have to keep thinking to ourselves. Hey Freya, how's it going? Happy Thursday. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing well myself over here. Just trying to figure out how we are going to engage with this guy, this owner of this car shop. He kind of clammed up, as you might have seen. Yeah, so I'm trying to weigh all my options here of how to talk to this guy who's clammed up. But yeah, hopefully you're doing good. I'm doing good. Had a little something I had to take care of before stream, so had to start a little later than I wanted, but I'm here now. All right, you can hang out and chill if you want. I don't mind. Let's be rude and use the phone. Ah, man. Cool. I was hoping that the game would be like, hey, there's something over in the corner we could look at or something. Let's take the flower. No, let's take this guy's wife. No, man, we can't take the flowers. I think I made that joke last time. Well, I appreciate your encouragement. Thank you for you. This is a little. This is tricky. Okay, looking at the notebook doesn't really usually it doesn't help. Yeah, this is a guy we're trying to find out about. Why? Here's a photo again. Just look at it. No. I mean, there's only like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's only like 5 or so options we can choose from, and none of them seem to be working. I mean, we could just leave, you know? Have our character leave. No, we can't do that. There's no option for that. I mean, the only option that's giving us something is thinking out loud to ourselves. But then again, kind of repeating. Am I missing something obvious? Because I feel like I'm missing something obvious. Okay. I did this already. You. Like, is there something that I have not seen, like, off to the side? We already looked at the tea. I don't know, you want to talk about this door? Well, at least we have the relaxing music, if nothing else. We gotta keep pestering the guy. The question is, again, how do we advance the plot? Do we just have to keep drinking tea? Even though there's technically no tea to drink, this is all just... never-ending amount of tea, I guess. Plans for the weekend. Where I currently am, this weekend is, well, I should say Sunday is gonna be a big storm where I'm living. So I'm probably gonna have to do some shoveling on Sunday and Monday, so that's gonna be fun. Other than that, on Saturday, I might meet up with a buddy after I'm done streaming on Saturday, but that's a bit up in the air. But what about you, Frey? You have anything planned? While I fumble around in this menu? I mean, we can look at all of the pages here. I mean, shoveling and snowblowing and all that. It may not be fun if it's cold out, but it's just something you gotta do when you live in colder places. Places that snow really. And I mean, it is winter after all. Let's be real. Okay, we skimmed through all the notes. Even though I don't think that did anything. But yeah, Faye, you have any weekend plans you want to share? You don't have to if you don't want to. Gee, I wonder what's wrong. Maybe if we ask him what's wrong. Come on, protagonist. Take the plant. It's the right thing to do. Take the plant and run. Let's not. Let's not kidnap these two people. Might be a bad idea. Wait, what was that? Oh, it's still this guy. I guess because it's by proportions. Like, it goes from top of his head to his ear, and that's probably what makes the menu change. Alright, well, I hope that, making those emotes are not too stressful for you. I hope you have fun, making those, the art and all that, playing that out and everything. So hopefully the weekend's fun for you. Alright, no, nothing's working. Let's return to the... No, that won't do anything. You know what this game could have used? A hint system. I mean, I get stuck every now and then in the menus, but so far this seems to be taking the cake. Get it? Taking the cake? Even though there's no cake to take. Well, if you enjoy what you're doing, then it's not really work. And I'm glad that you enjoy what you do. You should be proud. You should be proud in that. Let's go through their drawers, you know? Even though they're looking right at us, they won't know. No, there's no option to look at the drawers. Sure, why not? We'll save. Even though that's not really gonna do much. Of course, of course. We all gotta be encouraging and helpful. I try to be. to the best of our abilities. Because that's the only way we're gonna get true life, is to be kind to others, you know? Because if we're mean-spirited, people are just gonna have a bad time and not gonna like us, yeah. Gonna shove this piece of paper in your face. Oh, man. Oh, wait. No, not the option I wanted. This one. I know, let's fast forward. Even though I don't know if this is actually fast forward. I never figured out what I think this just speeds up dialogue. But there's no dialogue. Actually, let's test that out. Okay, so instead of him going, it just skips it. Yeah, the only thing we can take is a T. Again, that's not doing anything. Why is nothing happening? A man who went missing around the time of the serial murder girls 18 years ago. He knew the first victim. On the day of the first victim's body was found, he disappeared, leaving behind disturbing amounts of blood in his apartment. Although he was one of the key people in the Ayuka... No, I'm not even gonna... And in Ayuka's case, his name was never released. His whereabouts remain unknown. Since the day that Ayuka died, there have been no signs or reports of him. The man named Minoru Tsuzuki, sure, we'll go with that. He was 25 years old 18 years ago. If he's still alive, he would be 43 years old. Some of the investigators on the police force believe that Minoru passed away some time ago. The apartment he once lived in is apparently in a place in Japan. I can't. I'll try to pronounce some Japanese names, but not all of them. He was taken in by Todoroki Motors, which we're currently at right now when we're not getting anywhere. He met Mr. and Mr. Todoroki, 20 years ago. According to them, Minoru was fastidious in his work, despite the appearance of being simple-minded. He simply disappeared 18 years ago. Minoru supposedly drifted from place to place before discovering the motor company. And that leaves us here in this room, trying to get information from these two. Oh my gosh, this game's gonna give me a headache. You know, I was thinking we would start the stream with some good interrogations and all that, but no. Gee, I wonder what's wrong. You know, let's actually save and quit. Okay, we saved, but we didn't quit. obviously, if we were going to turn off the game, this is, I guess, where we would do so. I was hoping it would pop us on the menu, and I don't know, maybe some special dialogue would happen. This guy, I tell ya. I don't think this would do anything, but the logo on his shirt? No, it's still talking about the dude himself. Yo, can we have a sip of your tea if that's even what you're drinking? Nothing wrong with that. Nothing at all. Nothing weird about that. Flowers. I feel like I should look up what the heck I'm supposed to be doing, because this is stupid. I'm gonna be real. Yeah, and then the sketch of the other dude doesn't seem to help. All he's doing is growling like a dog. Well, we could learn about this guy that we're interviewing. Doesn't really say anything other than he met the person we were looking for 20 years ago, and he's been working out the garage ever since. Is his wife on this list? As I skimmed through it with my eyes. I mean, there's really no reason for her to be on this list. She hasn't really contributed much. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm actually gonna look up what the heck. Of course, if Google will load. There we go. Okay, so I need the name of this place, and to do that, I think. Yep. As I get tangled up in the cords, let me type this into Google. This dude's name. Teodorovic. No, I should just give up on pronunciation. Motors. Emio. Okay, let's see what the heck pops up. Oh, I spelled Emio wrong. Whoops. Forgot the I. That would probably help if I had the I. Okay. Chapter 10 walkthrough from The Escapist. Let's see what this walkthrough has to say. Okay, skip. I'm gonna skip ahead and just walk through, obviously. Okay, the living room, that's where we are. I'm just skimming through trying to find the part where he clams up and see what the heck we're supposed to do after that. Okay, he suddenly goes quiet. You should examine him to see if you can. That's what he did. He says that he knows that you have a good. Okay, no, that's taking T. Okay, let me. I had to jump back to OBS. Even though I probably could have done it to show you all what I was looking at. Didn't think of it. Okay. Did I not do this? He seems like a nice guy. Is the guide wrong? Did I miss something skimming the guide? Okay. Can I share this with y'all? Let me see. It's not showing up. I don't know. I'll just give you guys the game audio. Okay, give me a second to read this. Okay, I think I know what I got to do. So, yeah, because if we go over to this lady, her text box doesn't seem to change if we stay on her. But for this guy, if we go to his forehead, that changes. I did point that out before, but I thought that was just part of the character model or something. So I think we have to look at this guy's bald head. Wow, that was stupid. Yeah, let me exit out of Google. No reason to have any in the background. Just taking up space on my computer. Well, not really. The right word is using up data that could be contributing to the stream. I don't know if having that tab open would mess with the stream or not, but just to be on the safe side. Okay, finally, stupid game. Are you accusing us? He's accusing us of being just like Minoru. So we're gonna grow up to go missing someday? That doesn't sound good. But the question is, are we actually gonna find him? It's about time. So this guy clammed up because we had to look at his forehead. How does that make any sense? Alright, tell us what you know, buddy. Whoa, snap. That's probably why he's missing. If he had to be in prison or juvie whatever. I mean, the less you know sometimes is for the best. Okay. I mean, okay, so if you're an employer and your employee just does what they're supposed to, there should be no questions asked, you know? As long as you do what you're supposed to. But yeah, we might have to go to the juvenile place or whatever, where he was held up. That might give us some answers. How does that make sense? Some guy just shows up in the prison sentence or whatever. Let's just call it prison, just because. And be like, here you go. Here's a certificate to become a mechanic, even though you're basically in jail. It's like, what the heck? How did? Obviously, I'm not familiar with Japanese culture, but I'm questioning how that works. Obviously, it's not prison, not exactly prison. So he could have just been locked up in his house, unable to leave, or something like that. But still, how did he become a mechanic while being in prison or detention or whatever? Maybe I'm looking too much into it. Well, he definitely tried to fix himself. Then he went missing. And from what I understand, that's what he did. So all was well with the both of yous. But what caused him to leave? So basically, this dude was very childlike, which might have been his downfall. Because if he can't take, okay, well, he was a good worker from what we heard, and honest and serious. But if he had childlike qualities, that could have possibly have something to do with why he went missing. If he could not control his childlike qualities. Okay, but it seems like these two kind of not only viewed him as an employee, but viewed him kind of like family. Okay, cool. So you're basically like, yeah, we're done with that conversation. Anything strange is what I would say. I mean, there's awkward people in this world. I mean, I can be awkward at times. But being in prison or detention, that will do it to you. And I can kind of see why he wouldn't want to talk to anyone. He kind of probably just wants to mind his own business and try to live his life. But I'm just making guesses at this point. So you could basically, what you're telling us is you can't really learn much about him because he never really talked. Yeah, the guy seems like he did have some baggage. Am I saying that right? Probably. Well, at least you two helped the guy out, and was happy to have him for that brief period of time. I'm gonna guess you probably are. Could that be a clue? Okay, let's see where this leads. I'm ready. Okay, so he has a sister. Wait. I don't know if this is actually gonna happen. But what if the two people that we're looking for are actually the same person? Even though the names don't line up. I don't know, it's crazy, but this guy has a sister. The lady who's looking for her brother also went missing, you know? Again, two completely different names. You never know, he could have changed his name. I guess we'll find out. If we could learn her name, I say that would be very helpful. Okay. I wonder, did he disappear around the time he got his license? Yeah, so again, I'm still getting the vibes that these two are like a parent to him, or like a grandparent. Called it. But sadly they didn't, and he had other plans to disappear. I think it's time to sink. Maybe not. Okay, so he didn't just randomly vanish, he actually quit. Okay. But how long was that after he got his license? Thank you, Xenon. something was definitely going on. And yeah, the rest is basically history. He left and probably never see these two nice people. Never saw him again. Well, that's good. Actually, if we could get what kind of car it was, and we could try to track down said car, that could be useful information. A new car! Because apparently this is a price that's right. Let's learn about the car, because that's useful. Alright, so it wasn't anything fancy, basically, but it was a repaired car that he could use. Anywhere. So he could literally be anywhere in Japan, because obviously the car couldn't cross over the water. There's obviously a place he wanted to go. So it was basically like a parent watching the child leave. And they drove off into the sunset, never to be seen again. The end. I mean, he knew how to be a mechanic. But give us details on what the car looked like. That's very useful information. Okay, this could also be useful. Sheet metal shears. For like cutting metal? Okay. One more potting souvenir. That could help us, but who knows how. Okay, no, I didn't mean to do that. If we ask about him some more, maybe we'll get some more information about the shears. Okay, so he wanted them. That could be a dangerous weapon. And it could be a dangerous weapon. And we did hear about his apartment being all blood and everything. Oh. And you were okay with that, getting rid of one of your tools. Okay, so what if we observe? About his sister, let's get back to that. Okay. We don't know. It's definitely a good outlook to have, but we don't know what became of him. From the evidence we have, that seems to be true. So it's very likely he uses shears for something not so nice. I mean, he was a juvenile person before he met you, so...
轟夫妻は都築のことを我が子のように思っているようだ。
Yes, we already figured this out.
当時も相当心を痛めたことだろう。今お聞きした話は当時警察には話されたんですか？
I imagine not.
ここを嗅ぎつけた刑事が2人来やがった。
Okay. Actually, the two detectives could be, Kuze and Dice, for all we know.
でも、鈴木ってのはいましたけど、今はもうやめておりません。どこへ行ったかも存じませんって言っちゃった。
Okay, because he was like a son to them. At the time, these two didn't want to tell the detectives anything. Which is understandable. They wanted to try to protect him.
ミノルの行方がわからねえのは事実だが、あんちゃんに話したようなことは喋らなかった。
So for one, you trust us, so that's cool. And two, enough time has passed where it's time to get some answers.
あいつら、ミノルを疑ってるみてえだったからな。
Yeah, with all the blood and everything.
ミノルに車をやったことも話してねえよ。
Yeah, that probably would have been some good information back in the day.
俺たちから話せることはこんなもんだな。頼むぜ、あんちゃん。
Well, thank you. You've definitely given us some good clues. Like, we could definitely go to the juvenile place, for one thing. And if we can find out any information about the car's whereabouts, or even the sheet metal device. Yeah.
お願いします。ミノルを見つけてやってください。あの子には私たちしか頼る者がいないんです。
Alright, lady. Calm down. He does have a sister, apparently. If the sister is still alive.
そうだな。友達とかの話は聞いたことがねえし。
Yeah, I wouldn't imagine him having any friends.
友達か。
Yeah, a guy who's quiet and all that.
友達の話は聞いたことね。
Alright.
そういえば橋爪彩香のことを聞いていないや。
Oh yeah, isn't that the person who was supposedly murdered or something? That actually could be, sadly, that could have been, his sister. For all we know.
橋爪彩香という女性をご存知ありませんか？ 18年前。
橋爪彩香？
That would be a no.
お前知っとるか？
I mean, different last names, but they could very well be, half brother, half sister.
いえ、何も。
ミノルにそんな知り合いがいたとはな。
So, but yeah, this time we don't know who she was to him.
ミノルにそんな知り合いがいたとはな。
Alright.
遅くまでお邪魔しちゃったな。
Yeah, so unless they have any final words they want to share with us, we gotta leave.
他に聞くべきことってなかったっけ？
ここは俺が始めた会社でな。もう40年近くやってるよ。
I mean, good for you for holding out your company that long. Obviously, you're still here and you're not living elsewhere.
40年もですか？
Could the 40 years be a clue? I don't know.
おうよ。もしかするとあんちゃんの年齢の倍やってるかもな。
Oh snap, shots fired.
ちっちゃい会社だからかみさんにも手伝ってもらってんだ。財布は全部あっちが握ってるよ。
Okay, so she's in charge of the money, but you do all the labor and stuff.
まあ、なんですその言い方は。
Hey, the guy is only saying what he sees.
事実だろうがよ。
Well, it does seem like these two love each other if they're willing to make jabs at one another.
仲睦まじいご夫婦なんだな。
しかしな、跡取りがいりゃそろそろ引退できんだが。
I mean, you have two options really. Find someone who could pass down the torch, or you could just retire and sell this building off and go live somewhere else in your retirement. I mean, obviously you would want to pass down the torch, but the only person who you could really pass it to is nowhere to be found at this time. Which I'm sure that's who you want to pass it down to, but yeah.
ミノルがいてくれりゃな。
Well, if he was here, we wouldn't be interviewing you.
このご夫妻にとって都築ミノルは家族同然だったんだな。
Of course.
僕が都築を探しているのはあくまでも佐々木くんの事件解決のためだ。
But they want you to help find a little family member that they got acquainted to.
今この人たちにそのこと。
That's actually a tough thing to tell them. Huh. I assume whatever option we choose, it won't affect the story. Like, let's say if we don't tell them, I don't think that's gonna affect anything. We'll find out answers one way or another. Let's not tell them. Let's be nice. And if they do somehow have to find out in the future, well, yeah. But for now, let's just say, assume we're going to tell them that we'll look for him and be done with it.
どうしたあんちゃん。
Oh, snap. Okay. So I guess I technically picked the wrong option because we're going to tell him anyway.
都築ミノルとエミオを結びつける決め手がない段階ではこの人たちに嫌な思いをさせるだけだ。いえ、なんでもないです。
Okay, maybe we're not going to tell them. Good.
聞きたいことは聞けたし、そろそろ失礼しよう。
It was time to go. Xenon had heard everything that he needed to hear. I think I butchered the joke, but whatever.
お話ありがとうございました。すみません、遅くまで。
I'm sure they loved your company.
今日は
Company,
これで
not
失礼し
company.
ます。
I don't even know what I'm saying, truth be told.
気ぃつけて帰んなよ、あんちゃん。ミノルに会ったらよろしく。じゃねえや。捕まえてここへ連れてきてくれ。
they miss him.
心配させやがって。説教してやんねえとな。
Well, we'll do that, buddy, if we can.
はい。
探偵さん、こんなところまでご足労いただいてありがとうございました。
Well, you're welcome, and it was nice of you to see us out like this.
こちらこそご協力ありがとうございました。
Any parting words that you want to say that you didn't want to say with your husband being there, maybe?
うちの人はね、ミノルを籍に入れてここを継がせようと考えてたみたいなんですよ。
Oh, snap. I mean, that never happened, but dang.
私ももちろん賛成でした。だから。
So basically, if we find him and you all get reunited, you're all gonna do paperwork to become family.
もしミノルが見つかったら伝えてください。いつでも帰っておいでって。
I feel so bad for these people, even though they're not real. This is just a touching story beat.
わかりました。必ずそう伝えます。
どうもありがとう。
Oh man, I'm getting a little teary-eyed. Truthfully. Yeah, man.
おかえりなさい。
We are home.
今日の調査はどうだった？
Well, our home office, that is, you know. Well, we did learn some stuff, Aomi. Some bittersweet stuff.
実は亀松町の轟モータースというところで鈴木みのるの話を聞くことができたんだ。
Ah, man, I'm a little sad now, so hopefully something stupid and funny will happen and cheer us up. About to me up. I don't know. I don't know how y'all are feeling.
すごいじゃない。
Yeah, they view him as family, then that much makes it tough.
それでどんな話が聞けたの？
You ready for this, Aomi? Cause I'm not.
鈴木がそこで働くようになったきっかけや彼の人柄とかいろんなことが聞けたんだけど、
Everything.
話を聞く限りだと鈴木は恐ろしい事件を起こすような人物じゃないみたいなんだ。
But then again, he did hide secrets. He was very quiet.
ただ少年院に入ってたってことだから過去に何かあったんだろうけど。
And there's that too, which raises a big red flag.
そうだったの。とにかく轟モータースで聞いてきた話をもとに推理してみましょうか。
Do I have to? I still feel so bad for those elderly couple. I don't think we made any stupid prank calls. Yeah, I don't recall the game letting us do so. So let's just review.
轟モータースで聞いた鈴木みのるの現在は
Hiding out. I believe he's still missing. Yeah, because we don't know for sure if he's dead. And he wasn't really hiding out because I believe he got released.
依然行方不明のままだ。
轟モーターズの人たちも都築の現在は知らなかったのね。
No, but if we could go to the detent place where he got sent to prisoner detention, we could probably learn why he got sent there and all that, and that could be a big clue.
次に口数が少ない続きだが、一つだけ明確に夢を語ったことがあったようだ。
Going on a car ride with his
その
sister.
夢とは
I mean, all this just happened, so to take over. I mean, that's the dream of the two elderly couple. I mean, okay, he did like cars and all that, but it's this one.
自分が運転する車に妹を乗せてやりたいというものだった。
I mean, it's very likely that he accomplished that.
鈴木には妹がいたのね。
Unless him going missing stopped him from doing that, but we don't know quite yet.
どうもそうみたいなんだ。しかし続きはある日突然轟モータースを辞めると言い出したらしい。
And that's what made the elder couple sad.
そんな続きに轟社長は2つのものを送ったそうだ。1つ目は
A vehicle. Oh, we have to look for it. Okay, so these are the two answers right here. A car.
そして2つ目は
I could do something funny and say you gave him myself or something stupid like that, but no, let's just get through this part.
そう、車と板金バサミだ。轟社長は選別として送ったって言ってたな。
新たなことも分かって事件はより複雑になってきたわ。慎重に進めていきましょうね。
Okay, I'm still a little upset from that final conversation we had with that lady.
ああ、そうだね。
Are you realizing something?
どうしたの？何か気になることがあるの？
Oh, it's the same thing on your mind that's on my mind.
続きについてはいろいろ分かったけど、結局佐々木くんの事件との接点が見えないんだよ。
Okay, so you don't feel bad for the old couple, or maybe you do. I don't know.
なんか調査を続けても肝心なことには全然迫れていない気がするよ。
焦らないの。あなたらしくないわよ。
Yeah, we'll find the answer eventually. Maybe in 2 chapters from now, since this game only had like 12 chapters, plus an epilogue.
あら？携帯が鳴ってる。あなたのじゃないの？
Huh, what could this be?
本当だ、先生から。
Oh, we finally gonna find out what the heck he's been up to?
もしもし先生。お疲れ様です。
Okay, we might be getting an answer here for all we know.
ああ、実はエミオの起源がイルモ村にあることが分かったんだ。
Alright, cool.
イルモ村？本当ですか？
I mean, he's been away for quite a while, so I'd believe him at the very least. Oh, man. Poor protagonist. He's probably loving this, but also all nervous.
イルモ村はかろうじて廃村にはなっていなかったが、高齢化と過疎化が進んでいてね。
Okay. I got an invite, but I'm kinda streaming right now.
昔のことを知る人間になかなか巡り会えなかったんだ。
But you're calling us for a reason, so you probably do know something or learned something.
でも、ついにエミオの起源を知る人物から話を聞くことができた。
And drumroll please, it is...
エミオの話は、この村で30年ほど前に起きた出来事が起源になっているようだ。ただ、
However what?
その内容は、おかしな袋をかぶった怪人に殺されるというものじゃなかったんだよ。
Oh. Okay, this is gonna be interesting. I can tell.
福山先輩が言ってた通りだわ。
その話が伝播していくうちに形を変え、都市伝説のエミオになっていったんだろう。
But the exact details, please?
そして今語られている話には18年前の事件が与えた影響が大きいだろうね。
Yeah, obviously. You know, I wouldn't mind this game being longer if we got to play as Utsuki or whatever the heck his name is and finding all this out for ourselves. Then again, maybe they didn't have the development time to give him his own unique perspective. Or maybe they didn't think of it. That would be that interesting and just made it like a phone call or whatever.
その元となった話については帰ってからゆっくり話すよ。それ
Let me guess, until then, we just gotta keep investigating, right? Right.
この話に深く関わる人物がいたんだ。おそらく君も知っている名前だろう。
Oh no.
誰だかわかるかい？
Is it the guy who we were just learning about from the two nice elderly people?
それは
It's him, isn't it?
鈴木みのるですね。
その通りだ。
Oh boy.
鈴木は失踪し死亡した説が有力だ。だがいずれにしても
Something happened in this ghost town, I guess.
今回の事件と鈴木みのるは最終的に深くつながっていると僕は信じている。
So, is he somehow Emio then?
だから君たちもしっかり調査を続けてくれ。
わかりました。
Okay.
任せてください。
It's like he's probably like, wait, Aomi? This is supposed to be a phone call with just Xenon.
それじゃあ僕が帰るまで引き続き頼んだよ。
I mean, obviously, all three of them work in the same building, so it makes sense, I guess.
鈴木とエミオがつながった。
Hey, funny enough, we just talked about there being no connection.
めぐみさんや久世刑事の前に現れたエミオが鈴木である可能性が高くなってきたわね。
Yeah, it does seem like that, doesn't it?
その場合、佐々木君を殺害 介した犯人にも説明がつきそうだ。よし、事件解決までもう一息だ。
Oh boy, it all comes together, doesn't it? And we think we know who the murderer is. I mean, it'd be a shame if it is him, but
その息よ。
especially after everything we learned. But yeah, that story of him being a juvenile did bring up a red flag. Well, now what do we think?
鈴木がエミオだったら幸福市内に潜んでいる可能性が高い。だとすれば
Yeah, because that's where he was stalking Kuze or whatever.
いつか轟モータースに連絡をするかもしれない。明日行って声をかけておこう。
Alright, tell him what you know and all that. Yeah, so my theory that the two people we're looking for, it could be one the same, isn't too far off. And he definitely could have changed his name after getting out of juvenile detention and all that. Wow, unless they throw a curveball at us, I think we've got everything all connected, all well and good.
先生、さすがね。
Well, he didn't fully tell us everything, so we'll have to see what he has to really say.
先生、さすがね。
Right?
それにしても
But something doesn't add up.
電話してる時のあゆみちゃん
Buddy, after this case, ask her out. What's the worst that can happen? Just be work friends? I mean, that would sting, but at this point, I think you gotta try.
いけない。大切なことを忘れるところだったわ。
Oh yeah, you were doing your own snooping at the school, weren't you?
大切なこと。
昨日話してくれたネクタイのこと、心当たりがあって借りてきたの。
And it's basically the same exact one, isn't it?
これなんだけど、どう？
これは僕が見たのと似ているような気もするけど。
The high school of whatnot, right?
福山先輩にお借りしたの。南第三中学校の制服のネクタイよ。
Oh, junior high school uniform. I'm sorry. Well, it's still high school. Guess we gotta look at it. Yeah, it does look the same, doesn't it?
この柄は
I mean, at the very least, Kuze could have went to that school when he was younger. You never know.
僕が久世刑事の部屋で見たネクタイと同じ柄だと思う。
Man, everything coming together really slaps you in the face, doesn't it?
どうして南第三中学校のネクタイが久世刑事の部屋に？
It's hard to say, really. Alright, we gotta think about this.
そういえば鎌田警部に ポンプ場で見せてもらった佐々木くんの写真には
What about it?
ネクタイがなかったように思う。
I mean, he was outside the school, so there would be no reason to wear it. But could he have been strangled with a tie?
佐々木くんのネクタイはどこに？
Could Kuze also be a suspect? What the heck?
まさか久世刑事の家にあったのって。
But why?
わからない。でも久世刑事の部屋に南第三中学校のネクタイと思われるものがあったことは事実だ。
I mean, the symbol could be slightly different, but it could just be the angle of the tie too.
佐々木くんが一旦帰宅した時に外した可能性だってもちろんあるわけだから。
Maybe. Then again, he's also a detective, so he could have held on to it for detective work. But then again, why would it be in a house and not at the police station or whatever?
久世刑事の家にあったものは佐々木くんのものだとは限らないけど。
Yeah, again, maybe she graduated and got to keep the tie for one thing. Alright, we gotta piece this together, it looks like.
遺体発見現場で目撃されたバイク。久世刑事がバイクに乗っているという情報。
Here we go.
そしてなぜか彼女の部屋にあった南第三中学校のネクタイとおぼしきも。
Okay. Let's say for a second that she did murder this kid. Why would she murder a kid that she may or may not have any connections to? Could it have something to do with the trauma of her missing her brother? I mean, it's hard to say, but that part doesn't add up of why she would kill someone.
こんなこと考えたくないけど。久世刑事が佐々木くんの事件に何らかの形で関わっている。
Maybe, but we can't piece it all together just on the tie alone and I guess the motorcycle. Because we don't know any motives, I guess.
ねえ、もしかしたらなんだけど、
Yes.
久世刑事はネクタイを証拠品として押収したっていう可能性は考えられないかな。
Hold on. Maybe, just maybe. It could have also been an accident. We don't know how and why this kid passed away. He got strangled. But that's all and then he had a paper bag on his head, but that's all we really know in the grand scheme of things. Maybe Kuze just happened to be with this kid for some strange reason, and then something happened to the kid. She felt guilty and tried to cover up the evidence. I don't know.
そうだとしても、鑑識に回さずに自宅に保管してるのはおかしいよ。
Very odd.
そうだよね。
一体どうなってるんだ。
I'm sure we'll find out soon enough, but man, it's getting interesting.
そうだ、上原刑事。
Would he know?
上原刑事に話してみよう。
Yeah, that's the best course of action.
し上原です。
Okay, Dice, don't try to fool around. We got important information that we gotta know.
夜分遅くにすみません。今大丈夫ですか？
Also, the screen's black. That could sniff. That could significate. What's what I'm looking for? That could mean something is about to happen because with the screen being all black besides the text.
どうしたの？
明日の朝お会いすることってできますか？
Also, interestingly enough, the guy that we're looking for, he's a quiet individual. And Kuzi, whatever her name is, she can be quiet at times too. It's all truly interesting.
探偵くんの頼みとあらば、出勤前に時間作るようにするよ。
Oh boy, this should be fun.
ありがとうございます。では探偵事務所の前でお待ちしてますね。
I'm sure he would be more than happy to hang out with you.
オッケー。それじゃまた明日。
はい、また明日。
Tomorrow we'll be getting some answers, it looks like.
翌日、上原刑事が事務所まで来てくれて、移動中の車の中で話すことになった。
Okay, this is a weird flash forward.
僕は心のどこかで久世刑事への疑惑を上原刑事に笑い飛ばしてほしかったのかもしれない。
But what he said truly shocked me.
何言ったの？考えすぎだよって。
Why aren't we seeing the flash forward from the car point of view, you know? It's weird that we're seeing all this with him just sinking to himself in the office. Chapter 11, Suspicion.
で、どうしたの探偵くん。急に俺のこと呼び出して。
Okay, so as we just learned for some reason that he's not suspicious of what we're going to tell him.
もしかして俺に会いたくなっちゃった？まあ、いつでもいいよ。
Okay, buddy, calm down. This is important.
あ、いえ、そういうわけじゃないんですけど。なんだ違うのか。そりゃ残念。
He's way too happy to be riding around with us.
なんだかいつもと様子違うね。何かあったの？
Alright, let's see how long it takes for us to spill the beans.
上原刑事にお話ししたいことがあって。
Of course, they're gonna circle around it a few times before actually getting to the point.
まさか僕犯人分かっちゃったとか？
It was Emio. It was Emio, the smiling man, all along.
マジ？
No, we didn't solve the case, but we seem to be close.
バイク、それにネクタイ。久世刑事は佐々木英介の事件に関わっているのか？
That's why we're asking Dice. See what he has to say.
あれから久世刑事の様子はどうかなと思いまして。なんだ、先輩を心配してくれてたのか。ありがとね。
Yeah, that we are worried, but we also got some questions. I guess we're starting with this. Again, how did I know that we were going to be talking in circles for a little bit? I mean, I've played this game for 11 chapters at this time, so that's why.
仕事で一緒になる先輩は特に変わりないかな。
I mean, I guess that's good.
でも静かなところでカタンって音がしたときはかなりびっくりしてたな。
I mean, that was when the Emio incident happened at her apartment, I believe.
さすがにあんなことがあると敏感にはなるよね。
Yep, that's very true.
そうでしたか。何か引っかかってることでもある？
Yeah, about that.
ネクタイ。
Just randomly bring up neckties. I mean, okay, this is probably gonna go into a joke because he's wearing a necktie.
佐々木英介が発見されたとき、学校の制服を着ていたのにネクタイをしていませんでしたよね。
Okay, he was wearing his uniform. That answers my previous question of why he would need to be wearing his necktie. Because I thought, oh, he's out of school. He doesn't need to be wearing the necktie.
そうだね。あ、まさか探偵君、ネクタイを見つけたとか？
Yeah, we might have.
久世刑事の家に南第三中学校の制服のものと同じような柄のネクタイがあったんです。
Oh, snap. What? Let's see what he has to say about this.
ちょっと待って。車どこかに止めよう。
Okay, this is getting serious. Wow. I mean, yeah, obviously. After telling him that. Okay, let's see how often he jokes now that we told him this. Wow, okay. Now it's not the time to think, but let's think anyway.
それネクタイ。久世刑事は
Yeah, we kind of already went through that.
一体どういう？
I guess about Kuzi, whatever.
刑事は久世刑事から何か聞いていませんか？特に何も。
Okay, that kind of answers some questions.
僕、久世刑事の部屋でお二人が戻ってくるのを待ってた時に床に落ちていた箱に気づいたんです。
Okay, we gotta cycle through the information we already know. We found a tie. Our partner, Ayumi, looked into said tie, and yeah.
勝手ながら一緒に落ちていたものを箱にしまってテーブルに置いたのですが。
Yep, what we already know,
その
obviously.
一緒に落ちていたものというのが南第三中学校の制服のものとおぼしきネクタイなんです。
Do we really have to go through all this? It's stuff that we already know. I mean, I get that Dice doesn't know, but yeah.
そんなネクタイが久世刑事の部屋にあるのって不自然だと思いませんか？
Yeah.
それで。
I'm kind of scared of what he's gonna say, truth be told.
君は先輩が犯人だとでも？
She could be, I guess.
先輩が佐々木英介を殺害し、彼が身につけていたネクタイを盗み、今も隠し持っているって言いたいわけ。
Hey, that's a possibility.
無言は肯定とみなすよ。
Well, at least he's not totally denying us.
そういうわけではないんですけど。ネクタイの件は確かになぜ先輩の家にとは思うけど、不自然は言い過ぎじゃない？
Okay, from the vibes I'm getting, he's kind of sticking up for her while also questioning what's happening.
ネクタイだけ盗んでたとして、それって何か意味ある？柄が似てただけの別物の可能性だってあるだろう。
It'd be nice if we had the tie on us, but I don't know if we do.
その柄というのが南第三中学校の校章のようなもので、先輩の部屋にあったそれと南第三中学校の校章を照合したの？
Yes, we did.
そこまでは。
Well, we technically got a tie, but we couldn't compare the two back to back because we couldn't obviously go back to her apartment.
であれば証拠としては不十分。
Tell him about the motorcycle. That's more evidence.
あのさ、君は本当に先輩が今回の事件の犯人だとでも思っているの？
No, there's not enough evidence, but there are some suspicions.
あの
He's really making us feel you can tell that he's a detective because he's really asking the strong questions to us.
今は俺の質問に答えてくれる。
We're the ones being interrogated, even though we are detectives.
まだ犯人だとは思っていません。まだね。
Okay. Can we show him the tie? No, we can't. And showing him these two stuff won't do anything. I mean, we may get a funny response to him being like, this is not the time for that, or something like that.
ダメだ。上原刑事を納得させられるような情報や証拠はない。
The motorcycle.
でも、ネクタイが久世刑事の家にあることについては、上原刑事も引っかかっているはず。破れかぶれかもしれないけど、この際、聞けることはいろいろ聞いてみよう。
Yeah, don't crack under pressure. Here we go, the motorcycle.
上原刑事、僕が久世刑事に話したバイクの目撃証言ですが。
Yeah, this is some good evidence. We'll talk about this first.
その話は結局、久世刑事から聞けていないんじゃないですか。
Oh snap, now he's thinking again.
無言は肯定とみなしますよ。本当に君はやるね。
Okay, maybe now's not the time for you to go back to your silly nature.
まあ、でもその通り。バイクの話は聞いてないよ。
We are getting somewhere.
でもさ、そのバイクが何だっていうの？
Well, if we put two and two together of her owning a motorcycle and motorcycle being at the scene of the crime and her having the same exact necktie.
久世刑事はバイクに乗っています。バイクくらい俺だって乗るよ。なんなら鎌田警部だって乗る。
But the tie.
君は俺のことも鎌田警部のこともバイクに乗る人全員をも疑うつもり？
I mean, I get it. What he's saying is true, but for one thing, I think he's in a bit in denial since these two are partners. And yeah, he's not probably seeing the full picture because he probably doesn't want to.
何でもかんでも先輩と結びつけようとするのは無理があるよ。
This is kind of like being scolded by someone older than you. This is a vibe I'm getting.
そうは思わないか。
But at the same time, I can tell that this guy is also questioning everything. The hair clip.
上原刑事は髪留めのことを覚えていますか？ああ、先輩の家のドアポストに入っていたね。
Yes, the ones he wore as a kid. Most likely the exact same one.
あの時、久世刑事は髪留めから目をそらしていました。
That she did.
そりゃそうじゃない？自分の名前じゃない別の誰かの名前であんなのを入れられたら。
You never know.
誰でも気味が悪いって思うだろ？
I mean, yeah, it could be any given object.
でも、もしかしたらあの髪留めは久世刑事本人のものかもしれないんです。
Do we still have the picture on hand? I doubt it. Maybe, actually, it could be in our journal. I don't recall giving it back to Yoshi, the grandmother.
その根拠は久世刑事のおばあさんに見せてもらったことがあるんです。同じ髪留めをつけている幼い頃の久世刑事の写真を。
Let's see what he has to say about that.
お母さんからもらったもので大切にしていたそうです。ただ
before she passed away.
久世刑事はあの髪留めを誠さんがいなくなった日になくしてしまっているんです。だから何か思うところがあって目をそらしていたんだと思うんです。
Yeah, very likely.
それで君は何が言いたいのかな？
Again, what's your point and all that? He doesn't want to believe. He doesn't want to believe.
あの髪留めが仮に本当に先輩のものだとして、エミコって名前にはどう説明をつけるんだ？
Emio. Didn't we hear that name from the bar lady?
それはそれに市販のものの場合、別に先輩だけが特別に持っているものとは言えないと思うけど。
Yeah, we did kind of go through that before.
そうですね。なら髪留めの話は今ここでする意味は特にないよね。
Alright, enough about the hair clips. Alright, the smiling man. Talk about smiling man.
エミオね。まさか実在するとは思わなかったね。一体どこの誰で何が目的か知らないけどさ。
We don't know what he wants, other than the fact that he apparently puts a bag on people's heads and says that he can smile in death and all that.
僕はエミオが久世刑事の自宅に現れたことに違和感があるんです。
Yeah, very strange.
なぜわざわざ久世刑事の自宅にまで来るのか。
Or maybe there was a reason.
久世刑事自身に用がないと来ないと思うんです。 警察は恨みを買うこともあるから、その類の可能性はあるかもしれないだろ。
Could be.
そうだとしても、目撃証言がないのはおかしくないですか？
It's almost like he put the bag on and then immediately took it off afterwards.
エミオが来たという話も、僕たちは久世刑事からしか聞けていないですし。
And based on off the flashback, she did see Emio. Unless that was all an illusion. But then again, she did see that hair clip in the mailbox and all that.
もしかしたら、本当はエミオは来ていなくて、久世刑事の自作自演。
Oh boy, we said the wrong thing.
君も俺と一緒に先輩の様子を見ただろう。
Well, so much for a friendship with Dice.
あんなに怯えてる先輩を見て、どうしてそんなことが言えるんだ？
You never know.
あれが演技だとしたら相当な女優だよ。
Very true, very true. You never know, though. She could just be good at acting.
でも先輩はそんなことができるほど器用な人じゃない。
Yeah, true. You two are actually work together as partners. These cars riding by definitely add to the tension.
ごめん。
Yeah, he's probably processing all this information and probably not happy about what he's hearing.
あの、
悪い。もう時間だ。行こう。幸福駅まで送る。
Okay.
はい。
送ってくださってありがとうございました。
Hopefully, he does some digging on his own and just doesn't deny everything we told him just because it has to do with his partner.
ああ、一応言っておこうかな。
Yeah, just so you know, we can't be friends anymore.
君さ、しばらく先輩には近寄らない方がいいよ。
Yeah. Okay, I don't know why close up to the face with a sweat. It kind of makes sense.
なんてったって先輩は勘が鋭いからね。君の考えなんてお見通しさ。
Yeah, so be careful.
せいぜい生き延びなよ。なんてな。
Oh, and now he's trying to scare us. Okay.
じゃあな。
Well, we can call to people. But I don't think our character wants to.
あんなに感情的な上原刑事は初めてだ。びっくりしちゃったんだ。
I mean, it was a touchy subject for him.
笑い飛ばしてはくれなかったけど。僕も少し、いや、やはりそうとは思えない。それに、あの髪留めだって。
If only we could dive deep into the hair clip.
気持ちを切り替えよう。今僕がすべきことは、
Probably focus on what's in front of you.
めぐみさん、そして久世刑事の前に現れたエミオが都築実であると仮定した上で、
Gotta research that.
鈴木がこの町のどこかに潜んでいるという可能性を探ることだ。その場合、鈴木が何らかの接触を試みるとすれば、やはり轟きを出すだ。他は考えられない。
Hopefully nothing happens at Todoroki Motors when we get there. That would be bad.
今後鈴木から連絡があった場合は、僕に知らせてもらえるようにお願いしておくべきだ。
Well, okay, we can definitely travel, but what if we try to call out to these people?
聞き込みよりも、まずは轟きも出せようか。
Okay, but I feel like there's something we could do here.
誰かと待ち合わせ中だろうか。
Because obviously they set up this scene right here, and for we can look around.
世話しなく立ったままパンを食べている。
Barber shop. Maybe you do kind of have long hair in a way, but then again, that's anime art style for you.
幸福駅だ。幸福市内で一番大きい駅らしい。
Alright. Convenience store, okay.
駅に併設されているコンビニだ。結構重宝するんだな。
That's why it's a convenience store.
幸福駅だ。
Okay, we didn't see that already. Oops.
自動改札機だ。近頃はこっちの方が主流になってきている。
Well, that's the technology for you. Take it by it.
買おうとしてる。手こずってるみたいだ。駅員さんの呼んだ方が早いんじゃないかな。
Well, you could help her. Friendly man.
友人同士だろうか。楽しそうにおしゃべりしている。
Could be more, who knows? Friendly woman.
友人同士だろうか。楽しそう。
Okay, anything else before we actually move on? Sign, no. Oh, almost. There's this guy, but we can't interact with him. I have a funny feeling that Emio's just gonna show up here.
あれ、閉まっているのかな。
Oh boy, there's a sign. We gotta look at the sign. Sure, why not? We'll look at the shutter.
シャッターが閉まっている。この間来た時は開いてたけど。12時になります。出かけてるみたいだ。
Sign tells me either the person you were looking for showed up, Emio showed up, or if they're the same person, then yeah.
12時だとまだ随分あるな。さてどうしようか。
I mean, we could travel somewhere. Guess we'll look around and talk to people.
この辺りの人なら都築稔が住んでたアパートのこと何か知っているかもしれない。
Might as well ask them. Some of these people are the same people we talked to before, but we'll see.
あ、すいません。今よろしいでしょうか。
いらっしゃい。今品出し中なんだ。
もうちょっと待っててくれ。あ、はい。
Alright, so he's basically like, hold on. And we're like, nah.
すみません。ちょっとお聞きしたいんですが。
I mean, this guy's helping out a customer, it looks like.
はい、いらっしゃい。今日のおすすめはナスだよ。おまけしちゃうよ。これが
Excellent price.
だよ。
I mean, we are the eggplant boy.
あ、いや、野菜を買いに来たわけじゃなくて。なんでお客さんじゃねえのか。だったら閉店後にしてくんな。
Yeah, we don't have time for that.
失礼しました。
Ah, the woman's shop.
すみません。ちょっとお聞きしたいんですが。
あら、何かしら。
18年前にこの町で起きた事件の関係者が住んでたアパートがあると聞いてきたんですが。
Yeah, this is basically a stretch, but what do you know anything about it?
18年前の事件？何なのそれ？
I'm assuming that that's been covered up.
当時甲府市で起きた連続少女殺人事件なんです。その関係者と見られていたある男性が
This lady doesn't look happy that we're talking to her.
大怪我をしたまま行方不明になったんです。その人の部屋は血だらけだったそうで。
She's probably like, stop making up lies, stop talking to me.
やだ、怖い。私、血って苦手なのよ。
I have a funny feeling that talking to this lady isn't helpful.
あ、すいません。そのアパートがこの辺りにあるみたいなんですが。
私、ここが地元じゃないの。よそから越してきたのよね、実は。
If we could run into that lady again who we ran into last time, that'd be cool.
そうだったんですね。呼び止めてすみませんでした。
Well, we could try to interrupt this businessman. Oh, this could be interesting, but we'll interrupt the businessman.
すいません。ちょっと話を。
何をやってるんだ。
すいません。
Don't you see I'm busy on the phone?
ああ、君のことじゃないよ。今電話中でね。
Okay, at least he's nice about it.
ああ、そうでしたか。
いいか、1億円出す。絶対に手に入れろ。しかも、あと800円出そう。
Well, it sounds like he's trying to make a deal of the century.
なんか話しかけない方が良さそうだな。
Something tells me these kids might have something interesting to say.
こんなところにエミオが。
No, they're just kids wearing masks and all that.
なんちゃって。ねえねえ、君たち。
Hey kids, you obviously know about the legend. Can you tell me anything about anything?
この前も見かけた子供たちだよな。今って。
Yeah, a bit odd. Oh, okay.
なんだよ、もっと驚くと思ったのにな。
No, we ran into you the other day.
もっと怖い声じゃないとダメなんじゃない？
Oh, they must be enjoying this whole Emio thing.
ねえ、何してんの？
Alright, we got some questions for you. Kid in blue shirt, why not? Oh, they all just gonna make funny noises? Alright, what about this kid? Cool. That was very useful.
君たちこそ何してんの？そんなのかぶって。
エミオごっこに決まってるじゃん。
It's a hot new trend and everything.
やっぱり流行ってるんだ。
エミオだぞ。怖いんだぞ。永遠の笑顔あげるぞ。
These kids must be young enough for that death doesn't. They probably never had a death in their family, nor know what death truly means to be joking around about this.
でもお兄ちゃんにはあげないんだぞ。
Not us? Okay, that's cool.
お兄ちゃんはエミオを知ってるの？
We know some things about him, yes.
うん、知ってるよ。実はエミオのことを調べてるんだよ。
もしかしてお兄ちゃんって
Yep, we're detectives.
変人？ママ？
No, yeah, we're weird.
変人？
子供じゃないのにエミオのこととかに興味がある人はみんな変人なんだぞ。
Yeah, okay, and it's not weird for kids to be wearing paper bags, I guess.
変人だ！変人だ！変態だ！
Okay, and we're perfect too, I guess.
変人と変態は全然違うのよ。
Probably not.
だってジャックアイ
Wow. All comes full circle, doesn't it?
じゃあさ変人のお兄ちゃんはお化けアパートに行ったことあるの？
I mean, the detective agency might be haunted, you never know.
お化けアパート？
Oh, snap.
お化けが出そうな古いアパートだよ。
So they might know where the apartment is, even though they're kids.
エミオが住んでるんだぞ。怖いだろう。
I mean, they're obviously interested in the lore and everything.
それどこにあんの？
Come on, kids, show us.
知らない。パパもママも教えてくれないんだ。危ないからって。
Can we speak to your parents then, kids?
古くてボロボロのアパートだから子供は近づいちゃダメって言うんだ。
The smiling man.
エミオは真っ赤な部屋に住んでるんだ。壁も畳も真っ赤っか。
I mean, that goes with the whole blood thing.
その部屋でいつも笑ってるんだって。アパート中に聞こえる大きな声で。
Huh, interesting. I think this is a little bit exaggerated, but yeah.
違うよ。叫ぶんだよ。キャーって。
Gah! Okay,
で
no.
もお化けアパートにはもう誰も住んでないはずなんだってさ。
Be nice to know where exactly the apartment is, even though these kids don't exactly know.
変態のお兄ちゃん、お化けアパートにエミオがいるかどうか見てきてくれよ。
Sure, we'll do that.
こらあんたら、またそんなのかぶって危ないだろう。
Okay, is this the mother of one of the kids? I guess, or just a generic mother.
やっべ、逃げろ。
Well, anyway, the mother might know some details.
ちょっと。エミオが住むフロア。真っ赤な部屋。
Yeah, that sounds like what we're looking for.
18年前、都築実は実質におびただしい量の血痕を残して姿を消した。 の子供たちの言うお化けアパートはその続きのアパートのことかもしれない。
Yeah, I'm guessing that's right.
事件の手がかりは期待できないけど、一度行ってみるのも悪くないかな。とはいえ、一体どこにあるんだろう。子供たちは知らないと言っていたし。
What about the lady who just yelled at the kids?
そうだ。鈴木のアパートの場所なら、轟夫妻に聞くのは確実だ。
That's also true. Well, let's see if they're back.
まだ12時前だから来ても仕方ないよな。
Well, let's check out the Kafu station again. Actually, have you been here? Probably.
離れたところから想像しい重機の音が聞こえる。
Well, there's two people behind the signpost. One who seems like they could be Emio, and the other guy a businessman.
話を聞けそうな人はいない。
Open your eyes.
幸福駅前だ。特に気になるものはない。
Okay.
注意書きには従おう。
Cheap restaurant.
まだ開いていない。
Actually, these restaurants might be some of the ones we've been to before.
どのお店もまだ開いていない。
I guess it's too early.
どのお店もまだ開いていない。
I guess that's our cue to head back.
まだ12時前だから。
Oh, here we go. Alright, these two people are gonna be kind of useless to talk to, but we can talk to these ladies.
すいません、ちょっと。
でね、最近ほんと大変なのよ。
Okay, what the heck are they talking about?
やだ、それは大変じゃない。
あらやだ、うちでも似たようなことあったわよ。
Okay, they're talking about houses. Probably nothing to do with Emio, but since we're on the subject of houses, bit of a coincidence.
もうどうしようかと思うくらい大変なのよ。
Okay, any way we can help?
ねえ。
何の話をしてるのか何もわからないけど、盛り上がってるみたいだ。
Okay, do we talk to the kids again?
ちょっといいかな。
あ、変人のお兄ちゃんだ。
Yes, because we're still a weird pervert person.
なに？
お化けアパートの場所、やっぱりわかんないかな。
No idea why we couldn't talk to the mother unless he was chasing after them.
わかんない。
他の人に聞くしかないか。
Well, they're still sitting in front of us.
ここにいても仕方ないかな。
We could travel, but let's ask them some more questions if we can.
この子たちはお化けアパートの場所を知らない。他の人に聞くしかないな。
And when we saw to ourselves, there was no point in staying here, so let's travel back to the motors, I guess.
バイバーイ。
See you, kids. I wonder if there's anything we can look at here. Well, it does seem like a passing time, because every time you go to a different location, something different is happening, kind of, sort of. Okay, still nothing here, really. I feel like there's something here we can do. Aha! Can you talk to one of these people? Ah, we can talk to Shoko and at the bar. That's right. And them are open, of course. You know, we haven't tried calling anyone on the phone. Oh snap, we're talking to ourselves technically. Not really. Alright, we gonna do another prank call? Dang. Let's see if Dice will pick up after the conversation we had. Interesting. Maybe he blocked us. Who knows? He could be on a plane or something back to wherever the heck he went. Well, we know where he went. I just can't remember the exact location. We can try calling Ayumi. Yeah, we got some time to kill Ayumi. Yeah, we got some time to kill. There's nothing to do. Yeah, something did happen, but why was there silence for a minute? But that didn't go too well. I mean, that's also kind of what you need to do as a detective. Why is it a delay in the voice acting? I don't know, maybe we were supposed to do that. Let's head back to the motors. No?
時前だもん。
I wish we could pass time. Oh, there was a way to pass time more easily. What if we tried talking to these ladies again?
この辺りに住む主婦の方たちだろうか。
Not really what I meant to do. Alright, let's continue on the same conversation from earlier. Ugh.
すみません、ちょっといいですか。
へいらっしゃい。
Okay, he seems more likely to talk now, maybe.
ちょっとお聞きしたいことがあるのですが。
すまねえな兄ちゃん。ちょっとこれから出ちまうんだ。
Okay. What you just opened like a little while ago?
ああ、お忙しいところすみませんでした。
We can try talking to him again.
なんで、あんちゃんそんなにギャグが好きなのか？
Yeah, sure.
でも悪い。野菜ギャグそんなねえんだわ。じゃあな。
Okay, I don't want to squash your hopes when fresh out, even though that was a pun.
いらっしゃいいらっしゃい。おっと。じゃがいも。
I butted.
落ちちゃったね。
Hold on. I butted not catch you shopping, my competitors. I don't know. Maybe we need to talk to those two. Just keep trying to go back here, I guess.
まだ12時。
Oh, I have an idea. Oh, okay, different location.
道路の半分を塞いで道路工事をしている。航空機で聞こえたのはここの音だったのか。
Could be.
この辺りの人に聞き込みしてみよう。お化け屋だと知ってるかもしれないし。
I'm guessing probably the lady, but let's try talk to the construction workers first. Only one way to find out. I'm working here. My little action kind of didn't match how this guy was yelling. Actually, right before he said I'm working here, that's what, right as you were saying I'm working here, that immediately came to mind, so kind of fit. Well, what about this person? Okay, I'm thinking you might be useful. Can we go somewhere else then? Perfect. Aw, man, I was only get some limes. You don't look very busy. Well, it looked like you talked to everyone that was around here.
いや、聞き込みこそが探偵の基本だ。騒音がなんだ、探偵魂の見せ所だ。
Ah, man, making jokes now.
エビンさんが出てきたぞ。あの人の話を聞けないかな。
Alright, let's see what he has to say.
すみません。お、工事の音が止まったぞ。
Alright, cool. This is helpful.
どうされました？
あの、
あんちゃん、さっきは怒鳴って悪かったな。
Okay, at least they're being friendly now.
あ、いいえ。僕の方こそすみませんでした。
で、これ何の用だ？
Well, do you know anything about a, I guess, haunted house, per se? Oh, wait, no.
実は人を探しているんです。この辺りのアパートに住んでたらしくて。
Alright.
ああ、だったら無理だわ。
Let me guess, you're not allowed to go any locations of anyone.
仕事で来てるだけで、これ幸福のもんじゃねえんだよ。
I mean, that makes sense.
あ、そうなんですね。
でも、一日中ここで作業してっから、あんちゃんが探してる人見かけてるかもな。
We can show him the picture.
ってそんなに虫のいい話じゃねえか。
Well, at least he has a good sense of humor.
そうですよね。
What if we did show him?
誰だこいつは。
No. Nothing. Yeah, we're supposed to ask about Makoto.
知らねえよ、そんなやつ。
Okay.
僕、鈴木みのるっていう人を探しているんですよね。
ねえ、お前を言われたってわかんねえよ。たまたま見かけたとしてもよ。
Wouldn't know the name. Why is that highlighted?
なんであんちゃん人探しなんてしてんだい？
I mean, we're detectives.
実は僕、探偵なんです。
Exactly.
何？探偵だ？
Not exactly.
探偵っつったら怪人なんとか瞑想と戦ったりすんだよな。
I believe that's a lawyer or whatever.
いや、
Okay, good. I didn't mix up the job occupations.
少年探偵だ。それ言ったぜ。
Everyone just loves calling us boy detective.
お前を言われたってわかんねえ。
Okay.
その似顔絵に一瞬反応したよ。
Interesting. So maybe he does know something.
お前を言われたってわかんねえよ。
Wouldn't know the name. That is a weird way of saying that. Show him again.
これが僕が探している鈴木みのるって人なんですが。
I guess we're in the wrong order. Oh.
なんだ似顔絵かよ。 こんなやつは見たこともあったこともねえな。
I mean, we did tell you that we're detectives.
俺のダチにもいねえよ、続きなんてやつは。あ
Unless...
どうかしましたか？
Alright, this is kind of interesting. That he's kind of silent.
いや、俺の勘違いかもしれねえし。
Something's on this guy's mind.
聞き覚えのある名前かなって思ったんだが。まあ、あんちゃんが探してる人じゃねえよ。
You sure?
そんな偶然があるわけねって。
It is, but you never know.
でも、
Okay.
続きの知ってるのかな？
Meanwhile, the other guy hasn't said a word to us. But who knows what he knows?
手がかりは似顔絵しかない。改めて見てもらおう。
Take a good hard look at the sketch. No, not what. You know what? Let's see if.
警備員が立っている。
I guess he's just doing his job. Whatever.
こんなやつは知らねえってばよ。
あれ、名前は聞いたことある感じだったのに。
Yeah, this is odd.
こんなやつは知らねえってばよ。
Just keep trying.
こんなやつは知らねえってばよ。
Okay, we're getting the same dialogue.
そういえば、中田さんの似顔絵に一瞬反応したような。
Okay.
あんちゃんが探してる人ってなんて名前だったっけ？
鈴木みのるって人ですけど。
You know him?
思い出した。
Oh, snap.
なんだよ、こいつじゃねえか、続きってやるわよ。
Okay, so maybe my prediction is right that these two are the same. Which does tie us back to all these coincidences with detective the detective lady, you know, Kuze.
そんなはずは。これはクゼって人の似顔絵なんですよ。
It's interesting though how these two completely different sketches might actually be the same person. Then again, could be also covering up could have what this guy looks like, you know, the hair and all that could easily grow out. Could obviously be a disguise, any of that.
知らねえよ、そんなやつは。こっちが続きだ。間違いねえ。
Yeah, so it's very likely now that these two are one the same, just change his name.
でも似顔絵だからな。ちょっと両方とも見せてくれよ。
I don't think we ever put two sketches together, so this is gonna be interesting. The face portion does kind of seem similar in some ways too.
やっぱりこっちが続きだぜ。少なくとも逆ってことはありえねえな。
本当ですか？
Who knew that we would get an answer from a construction work of all things. They're the same person.
他の誰かに聞いてみな。ついてえところだが。
But are you gonna help us?
鈴木と一緒だったらここの現場じゃ俺しかいねえんだよな。
So, I guess he got a job here at some point, either before or after working at the motors.
そんなやつは知らねえよ。
Okay.
鈴木と一緒だった現場というのは
So, yeah, was he a construction worker at one point or another?
ああ、それも確か幸福市内の現場だった。そこで一緒だったやつが鈴木って名前だったはずだ。
Oh, snap.
本当ですか？
Maybe he still works for the construction agency.
下の名前がミノルかどうかわかんないけど、名字が鈴木ってのは間違いないと思うぜ。
And a big reason why he would want to change his name to try to seal his identity and all that.
こう見えて記憶力がいいんだぜ、俺。
Alright,
鈴木はちょっと変わったやつだったな。
let me guess, he didn't speak much, right?
なんとなくぼーっとしてるし、ほとんど喋らねえ。しかも、いつもマスクつけてて、めったに外さなかった。
Huh. Wanted to cover up his face. Interesting.
マスク外さなかった。
自分の素性を知られたくねえやつは珍しくもなかったぜ。俺の周りにはな。訳ありってことさ。鈴木ってやつも。
Yeah, he probably had his reasons, tried to cover up his identity, if I had to guess.
おお、もう休憩終わっちまう。
Okay, these two need to go back to work and everyone else, but can you give us any leads where he might be?
急いで飯食ってこなきゃ。んじゃな、あんちゃん。
Well, thank you. I guess that was
ありがとう
helpful.
ございました。
Oh yeah, arigato gozaimasu.
近くに話を聞けそうな人はいない。
What about the dude that's literally standing there? Okay, let's try traveling back to the motors.
その前に今聞いた話について考えてみよう。
I guess.
今の人は誠さんの似顔絵を見て鈴木に似ていると言っていたわ。どちらの似顔絵も子供の頃の写真から現在の顔を推測して描いたもので、
But they might be the same person.
あくまで予想に過ぎない。しかし
But the facial features do look alike in some aspects.
だからといって全く特徴の違う人間が大人になってからそこまで似るものだろうか。
Then again, could always wear a wig and whatnot, put on makeup.
でももうお昼の時間か。お昼
Yeah, then where did he go?
轟モータースへ行かなきゃ。きっともう戻ってきてるはず。
Oh, never mind about that. Let's head back.
もう帰っている時間だと思うけど。
I mean, the garage is open.
シャッターが開いてる。ごめんください。
あら、探偵さん。
Okay, at least everything's okay.
こんにちは。昨日はありがとうございました。
We found out some more information that we kind of want to run by you.
いいえ、こちらこそ。さあ、奥へどうぞ。
Well, yeah, they did take a shine to us and all that.
あ、すぐ済むと思いますので、ここでお話を伺ってもいいですか？
あら、そうなんですか？私は構いませんよ。
Alright, good. Are we going to go back to the same meeting spot where I got stuck last time?
ありがとうございます。ちょっとお伝えしたいことがありまして、あと確かめたいこともあるんです。
Alright, let's see what this lady can do for us. And maybe her husband.
何でしょうか？
実は都築さんがこの町のどこかにいらっしゃる可能性が高いことが分かったんです。
Which is good news for her.
それは本当ですか？
I mean,
みんなが生きて、
it's a
こ
prediction
の町のどこかに。
at the very least.
はい、おそらく。ですので、もし都築さんから連絡などあれば、僕に知らせてほしいんです。
Yeah, that would be for the best. Because we could get some answers if we hear anything from you people.
はい、もちろんそうしますが。
そういえば、轟社長は家の中なのかな？
Yeah, that is a good question. We can always find out.
その前に教えてください。なぜミノルがこの町にいると分かったんですか？
Of course, we just talked to someone.
それは。
Okay, what was that pause? Do I have to think about it?
轟さんがその理由を知りたがるのは当然だ。
But how do we present the information? And why is there a blood red background?
都築みのりがこの町にいる可能性が高いことが分かった理由。
Oh yeah, because we never told them beforehand about the apartment.
しかしそれを告げるには、佐々木英介君の事件に触れる必要がある。
Which we did find out that everything was connected. Seems to be.
事件の関係者とされたまま行方不明になってしまった都築みのりが
So we could find a way to tiptoe around it, but
佐々木君の事件にも関わっている可能性があるという情報は
yeah, that might greatly upset them.
轟さんにとってとてもショックなことに違いない。
But at the same time, we need answers.
とはいえ似顔絵ももう一度見てほしいし、何より轟さんにはまだ聞きたいことがある。
Yeah, we can always start with the sketches too, but see, it's kind of waiting on an answer.
協力を仰ぐために轟さんには
I don't have to tell it anything. I should be honest. Yeah, we gotta be honest.
正直に話して協力を仰ぐべきだ。
I wonder if we tried to tell them in the last chapter. I wonder if we did try to do that. If something would have popped up and they would have been like, "Yeah, we got to go, but thank you for talking with us," or something like that. Or we would have already told them and wouldn't have had to go through all this.
わかりました。お話しします。社長はお家の中でしょうか？
Yeah, it'd be best if he hears this too.
主人は納車で出かけています。
Wait, if he's delivering a car, then how is he going to get a ride back?
社長がお帰りになってからがいいですね。
I mean, unless he made plans for someone to pick him up or something.
いいえ、今すぐ聞かせてください。少しでも早く知りたいんです。
Okay. Put us in an odd predicament.
轟さんが最近幸福市で起きた男子中学生の絞殺事件をご存知でしょうか？
Yeah, it might have to do with the person you consider a son.
え？ああ、はい。ニュースや新聞で見聞きした程度ですが。
And if the two people that we're looking for are the same person, yeah. He did lose his mother and father and was raised by his grandparents. So, yeah.
僕は今その事件に関する調査をしているんです。
And we might have tied everything together.
その事件は鈴木さんが関係していると見られた18年前の事件とつながっていることが分かりました。
Yeah, that's why we wanted to wait. Okay, now that we told her this, is she gonna continue listening?
そして最近今回の事件の関係者たちの前に
Huh, okay. Shout out to Mario Kart, I guess. Actually, I may have seen something that Mario Kart got updated, but I know a bunch of games got updated last night, like Pokemon ZA got updated. Anyway, I just got distracted. Let's get back into this.
18年前の事件を想起させる風貌の人物が現れるようになりました。
And it might be the same person.
その人物が鈴木さんである可能性が高いんです。
Mic drop.
鈴木さんがこの辺りにいらっしゃるのであれば
We need to know.
轟さんに連絡するんじゃないかと考えて僕は今日お邪魔したんです。
And then it's revealed that Mr. Torodaki is actually out with him right now. Okay, we have some options.
鈴木さんが住んでいたアパートはこの亀松町にあったんですよね。
Yes, he doesn't want to talk.
エミオという都市伝説はご存知でしょうか？
Any observations?
最近何か変わったことはありませんでしたか？例えば無言電話があったとか。
あなたはミノルが犯人だと思ってるんですよね。
Well, there goes any trust that we had.
いえ、今の段階でそれは分かりません。ただ一つの可能性として否定できないと考えて。
Yeah, so please don't hate us.
轟さんの表情が変わった。
You could say that again.
お引き取りください。
Whoop.
ミノルを犯人だと思っている人にお話しすることは何もありません。
I get it. You loved him like family, but there was that red flag with him being kind of quiet and being like juvenile person.
あの
Whoop.
我が子のような存在が疑われている。 そう思う轟さんが僕への協力を拒むのは当然だ。
If we could speak to her husband, that might help.
でも似顔絵のこともあるし、アパートの場所も知りたい。事件解決に轟さんの協力は不可欠だ。
Yeah, so unless we can talk to her husband, we're kind of at a loss of something things we can do.
やっぱり社長の帰りを待つべきだったかな。
Maybe he'll come back this instant. You never know. Aha!
おお、探偵のあんちゃんじゃねえか。今日は何だいっておお
What was that mark on your face? Near your eyes. I don't recall that being there last time. I mean, we did have to look at him for like 20 minutes or whatever.
早速ミノルが見つかったってかってそんなわけねえか。
Yeah.
んだよ、元気ねえじゃねえかよ。かみさんも俺も頼りにしてんだぜ、あんたのこと。
Yeah, we did just upset your wife.
あんた
Oh, now you come running back now that your husband's here. Okay.
ん何があったか、俺にも聞かせてくれるかい、あんちゃん。
Here we go.
はい。実は僕は夫人に話したことを轟社長にも話した。
Let's see what he has to say now.
そういうことかい。
Maybe he's more reasonable than his wife. Ellipses.
消えてくれ。
Welp.
消えれって言ってんだよ。最近の殺人事件が18年前の事件に繋がってるだ。それが何だってんだい。
Well, it could be, could not be.
ミノルのやつはな、そもそも犯人なんかじゃねえんだよ。俺もカミさんもミノルが殺人犯だなんてこれっぽっちも思っちゃいねえ。
Dang. Dang.
それを何勝手に犯人扱いしてんだ、てめえは。
Well, we're upsetting everyone this chapter. Dice, these two nice people. Yeah.
いえ、僕はそんな。
いや、あんちゃん。
I guess also this is what detective work is. Yeah, maybe we should leave?
探偵ってのは一体何なんだ。ただの警察の手先なのか。俺たちに近づいて。
We are real detectives. We're the best detectives to ever detective.
ミノルを見つけて警察に突き出す片棒を担がせようってのか。冗談じゃねえ。おととい来やがるってんだ。
I'm sorry, buddy.
あんちゃんがミノルのやつを見つけてくれるって話なんだよな。
Alright.
ありがてえ話だ。なあ、おい。
Okay, he did have those little things under his eyes during the flashback. I don't know, I'm probably misremembering, I guess.
本当ですね。
18年前に都築実は大怪我をして姿を消した。
It's unfortunate that we have to do this, I guess.
のような存在の生死も分からずに長い時を過ごしてきた轟夫妻の思いは計り知れない。その続きが見つかれば僕は鎌田警部に知らせる。それが当たり前だと考えていた。
Yeah. But he might even be mad at us right now.
けれど轟さんは昨日僕に話した内容は当時警察には話していないと言っていた。
Yeah, these two trusted us, and we kind of broke their trust.
それなのに僕は鈴木が犯人だという前提で轟夫妻と話をしてしまった。
Oof, big oof.
そんな僕に轟さんが協力するはずがない。僕はなんて残酷なことをするつもりだったんだ。
Yeah, we were getting so close, and now it all was coming down right in front of us.
帰れってのに何黙りこくってんだ。おい、塩持ってこい、塩。
Yeah, we better leave.
あんたがミノルみてえに澄んだ目してるだなんて俺には人を見る目がねえんだな。
Well,
いい目してんだな。
I mean, they definitely see something in us, and maybe they're saying that out of anger. Well, we can't. Well, we don't have the option to leave.
轟さん夫妻が怒って当然だ。
What do we even say to them?
帰れって言ってんだよ。
僕の目を鈴木の目のようだと言って信用してくれた轟社長。
Maybe we are the killer.
僕の目を
That's probably why they trusted us. The sketches might be the clue.
ふざけてんのか。ふざけてんのか。
I like how she's supposed to be getting salt or whatever to throw at us. Let's use the phone.
今はやめておこう。
Don't tell me I'm in the same predicament again. Well, let's try this again.
なんだよ。
Worked last time.
僕は自分のことを一度は信じて頼ってくれたこの人たちの気持ちに応えたい。ただ純粋に鈴木に会いたくて心配しているこの人たちの気持ちに。
Yeah, but we can't really do that if they won't cooperate and all that.
それができるのは僕しかいない。探偵である僕にしか。
I guess tell them that. Boy, detective skills. Let's go.
轟さん、僕が間違っていました。ごめんなさい。
Okay, this seems like it's turning some eyes.
僕はただ真実が知りたいんです。鈴木さんは犯人なのかもしれない。
Getting them mad again.
あるいは18年前の事件に巻き込まれ、今また真犯人に利用されているのかもしれません。
Either way, we need to know the truth.
だから鈴木さんを見つけ出したいんです。今の僕が 探偵としてすべきことが。轟さんのおかげでやっと分かったんです。だから僕に協力してください。
Yes, please help us. You already betrayed our trust.
Minoru が俺たちに連絡するなんてことはねえって言ってるんだ。
You never know.
あいつはああ見えて勘のいいやつだ。あん
Okay.
ちゃんの言ってることが事実だとすれば、
At least they're considering what we told him.
自分が疑われてることに気づいてるだろうよ。だったらミノルは
Okay, it does seem like they are kind of, they do kind of understand now that we're trying to help.
絶対俺たちに近づこうとはしねえ。俺はそう思ってんだよ。
轟さんに迷惑がかからないように。
So, yeah, basically it shows that he still cares about these two.
そういうやつなんだ。ミノルは。でもよ、そういうのが分かってても、
You still love him like a son.
俺らはそんなミノルに会いてんだ。どうしても会いてんだよ。
Ah, man, we started at an emotional moment. Now we're gonna end on an emotional moment. Jeez.
だから、あんちゃんの調査ってやつに協力するよ。
Thank you.
それでいいよな。
Wow. Thanks.
ありがとうございます。
This game really knows how to play with the heart. Know that.
その前に一つ注文だ。
We gotta keep this quiet.
ミノルを見つけたら、真っ先に俺たちに知らせてくれ。
Alright, can we get your number?
ミノルは俺たちに絶対に嘘はつかねえ。あんたの言う真実ってやつを教えてやるよ。
Got it.
わかりました。
Alright.
鈴木さんの住んでらっしゃったアパートというのはまだあるんでしょうか。
ああ、まだあるよ。君悪がって誰も住んじゃいねえけどな。
Alright, so they know where it is.
せっかく借りてやったのに、汚すだけ汚してどっか行っちまいやがってよ。家主から散々文句言われて、たまったもんじゃねえってんだ。
Okay, so what they know about the apartment probably also could change their mind about helping us.
そのアパートはどこにあるんでしょうか。
あんなところに行こうってのか。随分物好きだな、あんちゃん。
Well, it would help to know. Plus, if he is actually still living in it, then yeah.
町の子供たちの間でお化けアパートって言われているのはどうやらそこみたいなんです。
お化けアパート。なるほど、ちげえね。はい、ちょっと地図書いてやってくれ。
Oh, that'd be useful.
はいはい、ちょっと待っててくださいね。
すみません。よろしくお願いします。
Well, while we wait.
今地図書いてるからよ。ちょっと待ってな。
What do you know about the smiling man?
エミオ？なんだそりゃ。
Nothing? Okay.
鈴木さんが話されていたかなと思ったんですが。
ねえよ。第一ほとんど喋んねえからな。必要最低限のことしか言わねえよ。
Yeah, we know. What if we show him the pictures again?
相手よ、ミノルに。
What about this picture?
よかった。なんとか協力してもらえそうだ。
Yeah. Observations?
あんちゃんはけえのに根性あるな。気に入ったぜ。さっきは怒鳴って悪かったな。
Well, thank you for having a change of heart.
いえ、こちらこそすみませんでした。
Try this again. What if you look at his head again? Okay, that's not doing anything. Yeah, I guess we kind of need them both here. Anything else we can think about? No. Yeah, let's go through these again. Did we? Okay, we'll try that again, even though well, we have to do this in I guess the way the story wants us to.
この似顔絵は鈴木さんの現在の顔に覚えるということでしたね。
ああ、その通りだ。
What about the other one?
もっともあれっきり会っちゃいねえからな。人相が変わるってこともあるだろう。
ですよね。
でもよ、いなくなっちまった時、奴はもう大人だったから。
Yeah, so not much can change. I mean, the body stops growing, I believe, around 26. And then your body doesn't show until you get much, much older. Up in the years.
そんなに大きく変わんねえんじゃねえか。
なるほど。確かにそうですね。
そう思ってみれば。ああ、こいつはミノルだ。目元なんかそのまんまだぜ。
And the eyes are kind of sort of the same in the other photo.
社長も言ってたよ。18年間で続きの顔は轟さんたちが間違えるほど変わるとは思えない。あの工事現場の人は誠さん
Well, then let's show him,
断言した。
show him the other skits. Before we end the stream and all that.
昨日も見たよな、確か。何度見ても心当たりはねえな。なあ、あんちゃん。こいつは一体誰なんだい？
Might be the same guy.
実はさっき工事現場で鈴木さんを知ってるっていう人に会ったんです。
本当かよ、あんちゃん。
Yeah, that was very helpful.
だからその人に2枚の似顔絵を見てもらったんですが、その人はこっちが鈴木さんだって言うんですよ。
What do you have to say about it, buddy?
なんだいそりゃ。
A little bit of an identity trying to be hidden.
ごめんなさいね。私不器用だから時間がかかっちゃって。
Oh, good, but what would you have to say about the photos?
ミノルの似顔絵。本当によく描けてるわね。
だよな。これはどう見たってミノルに違いねえよ。
What? He's gonna say that the right one is the sketch of him.
やはりこっちが続きの似顔絵で間違いないようだ。
俺たちが間違うわけねえってんだ。
Oh, what's happening?
そうか。そういうことかい。
Did you realize what I saw? That they're the same person?
まさか。相手よ。ミノル。
Okay, we're back to the hat.
そうか。
Observations.
わかったぜ。こいつが真犯人だぜ。ミノルの名前を語って悪いことしてる野郎は。
I mean, could be.
こいつが真犯人だぜ。あんちゃんもそう思うだろ？
You never know, but that would mean that the detective guild's budget would be to kill her.
こいつが真犯人だぜ。あんちゃんもそう思うだろ？
Alright, do we have to think about it?
確かに轟社長がそう考えるのももっともだ。
But
その似顔絵の人物は久世誠さんだ。誠さんが鈴木の名を語るなんてことあるのか。
but they're the same person. They gotta be.
あんちゃん、早くミノルを見つけてくれ。ほんでもって、そのミノルのふりしてるやつをとっ捕まえて警察に突き出してくれ。
I mean, will do.
お願いします。ミノルを見つけてやってください。これがあの子が住んでたアパートへの地図です。
Yeah, so I think next stream, that's when, well, obviously, that's when we'll go explore the apartment, but let's wrap this up first.
任せてください。地図ありがとうございました。よし、これで続きのアパートの場所が分かったぞ。
Alright, let's wrap some stuff up here, because I want him. I got it. Well, I don't have. Well, I still have time after the stream, but I got stuff to do. I gotta eat, take out the trash, so on and so forth. Alright. Yeah, so next stream we'll travel there. But for now, we're gonna save and quit. And man, we're on the second to last chapter. I don't think next stream will be the finale, but most definitely I feel like the stream afterwards. Well, next... saying as... well, when we play this game next. Not next time we play this, but the stream after next. Yeah. I feel that... well, we done. Alright. We don't need to save this anymore. Alright, folks. Thank you all so much for watching. Let me go to my ending. But yeah, don't know why I said that when I wasn't on my ending screen, but I appreciate all of you for tuning in. And for the, and for the viewer engagement. I appreciate all of you. Thank you, Freya, for tuning into today's stream. I appreciate it. I hope everyone who watched the stream today enjoyed it. I know that the beginning of the stream was a bit rough, but we made it through. I mean, we did have to cheat a little bit, but we did it. But yeah, again, I appreciate y'all. Let me see. Yeah, next stream it's gonna be on Saturday with some more detective work in Detective Pikachu Returns, and that's a game we're almost done with. So yeah, look forward to that. And I don't think I'm streaming next Thursday, truth be told. I mean, yeah, something did kind of come up, which has to do with why I was late starting the stream today. I apologize, but I gotta take care of important stuff, you know. And as soon as I know the full details, I'll let you all know. I'm just gonna keep it secret for now. But yeah, again, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a good rest of your day, night, whatever. Take care. I'll most likely catch you all on Thursday. So y'all have a good one. Peace, Jesus man. And I'll catch y'all later. Hope to see you back for Detective Pikachu. And if not, I'll catch you all when I catch y'all. Anyway, Jesus man, peace out. And I'm gonna go eat. See ya.
Hey, Scotty. Jesus, man.